Good afternoon, I'm Jay Jarvis. We interrupt programming to bring you breaking news out of West Palm Beach. A verdict has been reached in the murder trial of former NFL player Travis Rudolph. Let's listen in.
Any questions? Feel free to ask them.
Travis, what does this verdict mean to you?
It means everything, man. I finally got my freedom back. I can get back to my life, man. I just want to thank the jurors, thank the court, thank everyone that was involved in this, man, because it means a lot for the support with everyone.
What do you think of the fact that they came back with a verdict in just, 3 or 4 hours?
I mean, I just felt like it was right. You know what I'm saying? I knew all along, you know what I'm saying, that I did what I had to do to just protect me and my brother's life. So.
Also, before I interrupt you, I just want to tell you it's been a team effort with Ms. Perlette, who couldn't be here today. And also, this is Ralph Morrison. He's a private investigator, former law enforcement officer and Marine. And Ralph is behind the scenes in many cases, and without him, we couldn't have done this.
This has been a momentous day for you. What's next for you in your life, Travis?
What's next? I'm definitely going to celebrate with my family, get back to trying to play football and everything. And just a walking testimony that, without these two guys, Heidi, my team, my foundation, I wouldn't be here today to
Travis,
stay
you're
strong.
smiling big right now. Now that you're officially acquitted, can you walk us through what the past 2 years were like, knowing that you didn't do anything wrong?
Oh, man, it's just a lot of tears were shed, man. Overwhelming tears, you know what I'm saying? Long nights, sleepless nights, everything. So that's what the last 2 years has been for me.
Do you feel like you want to pursue a case against any of the other players that played in what happened 2 more years ago?
Well, I'm not going to let Travis answer that at this point. He's just going to enjoy his freedom now, and we'll look at all options later on.
What does this mean for your football career? What are your plans there?
I'm gonna reach out to my agent, and God's willing, I'll still be able to play football. So definitely planning on getting back to football.
CFL or NFL? Or
Yeah, anyone, just an opportunity. I love the game, so.
You're not out of your prime yet, huh?
No, I'm just actually reaching my prime.
Were you nervous when we didn't know what was going to happen here? I know you and your family were out in the hallway praying. Could you tell us why that was an important thing for you?
Of course. I mean, it's just the fact of not knowing. You get what I'm saying? Like, your life is in 12 jurors' hands. That's a scary feeling. So definitely was nervous, and we definitely pray a lot. We have unwavering faith, so that's what the prayer is about.
Travis had faith from day one. He never, even the day he was arrested, he told me how innocent he was and how he didn't do anything on purpose. And he's never varied from his story. He's the first client in 35 years who had the exact same version from day one till he testified. And he's been totally confident, more than any of us actually, that the truth was going to come out, and his belief in God helped him get through this.
You have your mom, your brother, so many of your loved ones are out here. Tell us about their support right now and how you feel.
It's a lot of support, man. I love my mom. I'm a mama's boy, and I know she can finally probably sleep more, you know what I'm saying? And then my brother, thank God for my brother, man. He's a hero as well. It's not just me.
Mom, how do you feel? You have a few words, Mom?
The only thing I say is thank you, God. Thank you for just making this day happen. And I love you.
Yes, sir.
What would you say to the jury? Anything you want to say to the jury?
I really appreciate the jury. They made the right decision, and God bless them all. And I appreciate them for taking out the time to actually listen to the truth come out.
What does a not guilty verdict on not one but all 4 counts mean? What kind of message does that send, Mark?
Well, life, we're all human. We all make mistakes. I was tough on the lead officer. It's nothing personal. She really did arrest this man without the right information. And we hope it's a learning experience. That's what life's about. And hopefully she gets her cases done differently next time, and she learns some from this, and the sheriff learns from this, because there's many mistakes made. And if those mistakes weren't made and this case was done properly, we may not be here. But we are here. So let's take this as a learning experience, and we have no hard feelings towards anyone, and we wish everyone the best. And everyone lost in this case. No matter what the verdict is, we're all losers as a community. But we're happy that the truth came out.
How has Travis lost in this case?
He lost 2 years of his life. 2 years of playing football, 2 years of roaming free, 2 years of hugging his family, 2 years of having a possible life sentence hanging over his head, having to pay for lawyers, having to suffer sleepless nights and worrying about this case. He's lost immensely that he'll never get back, but at least he can start his life over. Today he's being reborn.
Is there a message you'd like to give to the other families, the other parties that are involved in this case?
Well, everyone should be responsible for their own actions. Right or wrong, we should all be responsible for what we do. And the jury spoke loud and clear that these men are responsible for the death of their friend. And maybe the state attorney's office will look a little differently next time, or even now at this case, as to who the real perpetrators were. But we can't change that.
To the Jean-Jacques family.
Well, we're sorry for their loss, obviously. It's sad that anyone died, but responsibility is the most important thing. And that's why I've been doing this on both sides for so long, as a prosecutor and as a defense lawyer, because I believe in responsibility and the truth. And the truth came out today.
This verdict was unanimous, right? They had to all 12 agree on the same thing?
All agree, yes, sir.
And could he have faced multiple life sentences or one life sentence?
Oh, he was facing the first degree murder was life in prison without parole. The attempted murders were a minimum of 25 years to life. So he would have died in prison. The opposite verdict, you would not ever see this man again, a free man. This verdict, he's now a free man.
So you could have potentially gotten 4 life sentences.
Basically, yes, sir. Okay?
All right.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
That's all I have to go.
Thank you.
All right, well, you heard it. Travis Rudolph and his attorney, Mark Shiner, speaking right after the verdict was delivered in his murder trial. Again, not guilty on all 4 counts, 1 count of first-degree murder, 3 counts of attempted first-degree murder. Travis Rudolph said that he is happy he got his freedom back. He's able to get back to his life, and he thanked the jurors. And he said he's going to reach out to his agent to try to get back to playing football again. He and his lawyer there say that he lost 2 years of his life playing football, sleepless nights, just trying to get through this trial and through all of the legal proceedings. And now he's getting back to his life. So we will have more from our reporter who was in the courtroom the entire time. She will have a live report starting at 4 o'clock today, and we'll have more live reports at 5 and 6. And we'll return you right back to your original programming.